Good morning, everyone. This is Marty Harker, and thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I want to talk with you about why we need Helichrysum right now in our yoga practice. When I woke up early this morning, before I started my meditation, I always try to choose an essential oil or a blend that speaks to me in that moment, that I feel I just need to reach for, and that is naturally something that I want to incorporate into my day. And today, that was Helichrysum. And I decided to think a little more about why that oil. I love the aroma of Helichrysum. Um, this is the doTERRA Helichrysum comes from Bulgaria, and the esoteric farms and plant through the co-impact sourcing effort has created a fabulous source of essential oil that is such a pure and therapeutic oil. I actually decided to not only use it aromatically. I put a little bit under my nose, I put a little bit on my third eye, and then I also put it in my new La Luz diffuser, which is right behind me here in pink, because I thought that would be a fun color for you to see. But the Helichrysum flowers are actually known as the immortal flower in some circles as well. And doTERRA offers it both in a neat, undiluted 5 milliliter bottle and in a rollerball touch model that many of us just got a hold of at the convention this year. What I want to talk with you about why Helichrysum is such an important oil for us to incorporate into our yoga practice, whether that's aromatically, topically, or even internally, is how it plays a powerful message for us as we look into it a little more deeply. First of all, aromatically, it is considered a personifier when you're blending essential oils. This is an oil that you would put up to 5% of your blend being the Helichrysum essential oil, and how many drops you put into that blend, because it has a very long lasting aroma. It's a very herbal aroma. It's strong, so it could take over if you put too much of your blend of Helichrysum. As a personifier, you just want to put a small amount of your total blend, but its therapeutic impact is really quite profound. And here's some of the things that it does. The reason I think there's some reasons, as you'll hear, of why maybe I was drawn to this oil today. But physically, this is an oil that impacts circulation and our circulatory function in the body. It really supports a healthy cardiovascular system. So whenever there's been a pooling or a stagnation of fluids, like let's say occasional bruise or a nosebleed or something like that, where we've had a different kind of issue with the blood flow, Helichrysum allows the body to kind of break things apart and move them on. And I'll give you some specific examples for me. I've used Helichrysum on my skin for a long time. For many, many years, decades of my life, I was challenged with some skin problems, some significant skin problems, and I've always been someone who loves the outdoors, so I've spent a lot of time out in the sun, and as a result, before sunscreen was a thing, I had a lot of broken blood vessels in my face. Using the Helichrysum essential oil has been really beneficial to me in changing the appearance of my skin and really enhancing a healthier look. Now, healthy skin repair or replenishing for various conditions, including scar repair, is a great way to use the Helichrysum essential oil. You may not be aware that it's a fantastic tool to support a healthy inflammatory response in the body, especially when there's a deeper issue at hand. This is something that creates balance in the tissue because, again, it's all about flow where there has been stagnation. This is something that is beneficial for seasonal concerns around any kind of respiratory challenge. So if we're struggling with breathing, I bet this would be great in a face mask. A little drop, rubbed on the inside of the mask. And what's great about that is it assists us to take a deeper breath, the Helichrysum essential oil, particularly when there's been a restriction. So I want you to think about that word restriction, holding, stagnation, everything is stuck, and how we can use Helichrysum to get that to open up and begin to flow again, begin to flow and move in our body. So the emotional aromatic influence that Helichrysum essential oil has for us is one that helps us deal with anger issues, helps us manage that anger. And because it is such a high vibrational oil, it's considered one of the top vibrational oils that's available to us. It allows us to excavate what's going on deep inside of us, our subconscious mind. What are some of those deeper anger feelings? This is a great tool to apply, for instance, to the liver, which on top of the skin could be applied regularly to help excavate deeper feelings of anger. When things are thick and sticky and yucky emotions, it can let us create ease and flow. Just like in our yoga practice, we can create tension by holding our breath and trying really hard to do some kind of asana. And I'm exaggerating, of course, but, or we can let go with it, create some ease and flow in our practice. And Helichrysum is a perfect oil to incorporate for that. It is truly what the world needs now because it is the oil of emotional pain. And when we use it aromatically or topically, particularly when we're dealing with issues around the pandemic, around the environment, around the elections, what's happening is people are beginning to excavate the new and the old traumas. New traumas are coming in, old traumas are surfacing, the drama and the trauma. And if you're looking for a tool that's going to help you, encourage you to step into hope, to step into the transformation of that sticky, yucky anger into a place of ease and flow, of compassion and love, this is the oil for you. The Helichrysum essential oil is the oil for you. So each of us are having this opportunity right now to feel feelings that are stirring up perhaps old wounds, old traumas in us. And as we begin to bring them from the subconscious level into the conscious mind, into our conscious awareness, we can look at that and chew it apart and let it go with flow and ease. There's a lot of anger flying around right now. There's a lot of finger pointing and things going on in our world. Using Helichrysum in your yoga practice to strengthen you, using it in your meditation practice to help you persevere and rise up above these times, rise up to put yourself in a place that is more around the hope and the healing that comes from the heart instead of the fury that can come out of buried feelings and emotions. Using Helichrysum, and I would quote this from the Emotions in Essential Oils book. They talk about the fact that Helichrysum brings hope to the most discouraged souls. So if you're feeling a little discouraged and you're looking for a tool to be more hopeful, you're looking for a tool that's going to bring out the inner warrior in you and help you move with grace and ease through this incredibly unusual time in our lives, use these oils, Helichrysum Touch or Helichrysum Regular, in your practice to do the hard work and open up what's been inside you and to bring out love, possibility, courage. This is a time for us to come into our strength. And we can only do that by letting go of the burdensome, sticky, thick things physically and emotionally that have been holding us back. So this week, I wanted to talk to you about some things you might not have known about Helichrysum. It is a very, very high vibration, powerful tool to use aromatically, topically, or internally. If you're not already using the doTERRA essential oils that I'm talking about, please feel free to reach out to me because I'd love to help you get this oil into your life right now. I think Helichrysum is one that we need to take off the shelf. Some of us have been savoring this for a long time, and takes a few drops. Just start your morning practice. The aroma is so beautiful. It's such an incredibly clean, natural scent. And it's one that can draw you in and let you go deeper and pull it out. In these times, I wish you much peace. Please vote. Please get out and touch base with what the world really needs. Let's get rid of that emotional pain. Let's help each other move in a better direction with courage and passion and hope for the future. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.